Y'all, I'm trying to like fix my hair because I just finished, I redid it yesterday. Like redid, refreshing my hair, my twist out. I refreshed it yesterday. So I'm like playing around with my hair to see if it looks cute. But so I hope it doesn't distract me the whole entire video, because it will. It will distract me the whole entire video. But anyways, y'all, happy day to you. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, it is so good to see you. If you're returning, it is always good to see you. So I'm recording in my car because the walls are thin in my apartment complex, and I know if you watched my last weekly vlog, you could hear Odin barking. That's my neighbor's dog. You can hear the dog barking. And then I have a new neighbor that likes to play loud music. So yeah, it's a lot. And I want y'all to hear me in this video. I want you to hear me loud and clear. Hopefully that won't be a bother also. By the title of this video, I'm going to talk to you today about me deleting my social media apps. So stay tuned, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. So I'm trying to look through my notes here because I journaled every single day throughout my 31 days of no social media fast. So I journaled like every single day, literally. So I did an October 31 day social media fast. Here's my little note that I did. It's going to be flipped on the camera, of course, but look at how small I started my first two entries with just 1 or 2 sentences, like just a few. And then it got longer and longer. My last journal entry, it was like 3 pages long. And the first entry was this long. So I found that so interesting. I'm aware of that, like how small the journal entry has started and then how it like progressed to get longer and longer. So I think that's a good thing, honestly, because if I were to keep this going, like this challenge going, I'm sure a book would be created in this process. And it's all from deleting social media. Those of y'all who don't know, I deleted my Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and I think that was it. Yeah, so I deleted those social media platforms. I still have my YouTube channel and I still post on YouTube. Obviously, you're watching this video. I'm posting on YouTube, so I didn't cut out YouTube completely, but I did cut out those other social media platforms. And here is how it went. So at first, I had that instant gratification moment. Like if I had some downtime, I would be like, let me go scroll on Instagram. And I'm like, I deleted the apps, so let's really focus on what else to do. So I started like going to different parks. That's how it started out, with me exploring, going different places, like different parks to walk at. So I started out doing that. You know, I don't want to say I got bored of it, but you know, I was like, I had to add on more or do something else. You know, I can't just keep going to different parks. Like sometimes I don't feel like going outside to walk at a park. You know, I want to go into an actual gym. So that's how that went. That first couple of days, I was kind of like, okay, let's create a new pattern here. Instead of me picking up my phone and scrolling, let me create a new pattern here where I'm doing something else productive. This is not going to be like a long video. Hopefully it won't. I'm just trying to like, I don't have like actual notes of what I'm going to share with you. I was just showing y'all my journal entries. Like I'm not going to go read every single day 1 through 31. I'm not going to do all that, but I'm just pointing out what I observed and my experience with deleting my social media apps. I guess I should start explaining to you why I deleted my social media apps. I deleted my social media apps because I found myself like forcing myself to keep up with society, to keep up with everyone. And I'm like, I don't have to do these things. Like I don't have to go out and do a photo shoot for my Instagram page right now. I don't feel like it. Like I genuinely don't feel like it, just to feel like I have to keep up, you know? Like if I would see someone post on Instagram that I'm following, I'd be like, oh man, they posted. Let me see if I can keep up with them and try to post also so I can keep going with the algorithm. Boy, was that draining. It got draining. Like at first it was fun when I redid my Instagram, because I did delete my Instagram and my TikTok. I remade all that. So I was trying to like catch back up with my following that I had the first time before I deleted it. Really, that's how I honestly started out. Like I was trying to delete and then try to catch back up my followers. So that's why I was posting consistently for like 3 years. Like every single day I would post, because I was trying to rebuild that following that I had already had before I went ghost, like before I deleted my social media. This was all before I even had a YouTube channel. But that was before I even had a YouTube channel, when I started deleting all of that and then trying to rebuild it back up. So fast forward, after I built up my following again, you know, I found the creators that I had, you know, that I looked up to a long time ago when I was in high school. Like it was so long ago, and I saw them still being consistent. Like they were still consistent after all of those years. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna keep up with them. And it got so draining, because I'm like, is this even real? is this even real life? That's when I tapped into my curiosity. I literally tapped into my curiosity, and I'm like, let's see what happens if I just go 31 days. Like, I love challenging myself and trying to better myself. I love, love, love challenging myself. Like, for those of you who don't know, today I'm 11 months sober of alcohol. So today, is November 1st. So kudos to me for that. I just had to shout myself out there really quick so I can look back on this video and just be so proud of myself and to encourage myself to keep going on this path. Yeah, I love a challenge. So I was like, you know what? So I'm already set in stone with my sobriety journey. Like, I'm like, we're doing this. We're 100% doing this. So there's no going back. I was like, I already found my coping mechanism, so I'm good. Like, I identified some of my triggers, so I wrote all that stuff down. So I'm like, okay, now it's time for a new challenge. I want to go deeper. I want to learn a little bit more about myself. So that's when I was like, I'm going to take on this 31-day challenge. You can call it a social media fast or 31-day detox, whatever you want to call it. I've been calling them both. I've been calling it both of those things, honestly. I just want to get rid of it for 31 days. I just want to get rid of social media for 31 days. So it was like a detox, literally a cleanse for me. It's 31-day cleanse, whatever you want to call it. So I did that, and oh my gosh, was it an experiment, an experience, an experiment, whatever you want to call it, y'all. It was interesting. I don't want to say it was good. I don't want to say it was bad. It was just very, very interesting, especially when you're documenting it all. Like, I haven't went back and reread anything yet, but writing it, I know what I wrote so far. I'm like, this is a lot. Like, this is good. Like, this is good. So let me wrap this story up a little bit more because I don't know how much storage I have left on this camera. So so after my nature trail walks, I just started like going to the gym, like my regular routine and stuff, but just sprinkling in a little bit more walks and stuff and jogs. I'm like jogging and stuff. But after that, I realized like I stopped doing just random things. Like I if that makes sense, I stopped doing random things. Like, my life had a little bit more structure whenever I deleted social media. I do remember journaling about my connections. Like, that was going to be the whole second sector of this video. Like, my connections have grown, and I don't know, my connections, that word, it's all I can really describe it. Like, I connected in real life instead of connecting on social media. Like, I connected so well. I feel like that because I was 100% present, like, in every single moment. I wasn't thinking in the back of my mind, like, when I had downtime at work, I didn't think, let me go back in the back really quick and get my scroll off of social media. Like, that was my thing before. Like, when I had downtime, when I had free time, oh yeah, I'm picking up that phone and get my scroll in so I can get motivated or inspired by somebody that I'm going to see. But I'm like, it did not start happening. Like, if I would scroll, I don't want to say it would drain me, but I left not feeling that good about myself because I'm like, this person's getting married, this person's having a kid, this person's celebrating that, this person is celebrating that, they're doing this, they're doing that, and what am I doing? I'm just sitting here looking at it. Like, that's how my mind was working. I found myself comparing just to everybody. Like, literally, you name them, if we've crossed paths, I'm comparing myself to them. It's so toxic. I feel like it's not healthy. It's a very unhealthy way to live, honestly. Like, going through social media and comparing yourself, it is so toxic. Like, it is so toxic, and trying to keep up with everybody else. So I've realized that, like, my connections in real life have gotten stronger. I've noticed that once I stopped getting on social media, so many people didn't know my every single move. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, all right, y'all, sorry, I lost my whole train of thought. It was not so much going on, but I was being nosy who was around me and stuff. But yeah, not everything was positive in this experience, like this experiment. I feel like a lot of people didn't know much of my business because I wasn't posting every single second of the day. Even though you can schedule for a post to be posted when you're nowhere near your phone. You can literally schedule a post and the post will post itself. But I feel like you're 100% active on your social media because if that's your job or something, your family and friends are going to feel obligated to just reach out to you, and whenever they want to, whenever it's convenient for them. It doesn't matter what you're doing, they see you active on social media, so they're going to assume that you're on your phone. And when I took a break from social media, I'm like, wait a minute, not everyone knows my every single move. Like, I feel safe, honestly. Towards the end of my towards the end of my social media fast, you know, there was some family conflict. It's still going on right now, honestly, and I don't even know if they're watching this video. I don't care. But there's like family, I'm not gonna go into all the details and stuff, semantics, but I'm just giving y'all an idea of how this experience went for me. Because you have those moments where you don't feel like being bothered, like, or you want to respond to someone when it's convenient for you and not for them. Like, especially when you're on a sobriety journey, you need that space. And like, I know communication, like I said earlier, my connection's gotten better and stuff, but sometimes you just have to distance yourself, y'all. Sometimes you have to distance yourself. Like, you have to be selfish, especially if you're on a sobriety journey. Like, you have to be selfish. I'm 11 months sober today, and I'm trying to make it to a year. I'm sorry I keep bringing up, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry about bringing up alcohol. But this channel overall, I might as well go ahead and say it. I was going to put it in a whole separate video, but I'm going to just say it in this one. This channel overall, I want the message going forward about how abusive alcohol is. Like, it's an illusion, honestly. If you're still drinking it, I don't care if you're moderating it, you're literally destroying your life, basically. And I feel like I have the right to say that because I used to drink 2 bottles of wine a night, every single night. I'm such on a sobriety kick right now. Like, I feel like that's also why I was able to succeed with this no social media fast. I didn't have time to sit and twiddle my thumbs. Like, when I get finished making this video, I'm going to get off this video and start editing and putting together this video, and then getting ready for work the next day. I just noticed that being off of social media, it revealed a lot to me, for one, and then two, like, not everyone knows what you're doing in your business and your life. Like, they don't know because you're not active on social media. I'm not saying you don't have to use it, because of course I'm still going to post in the future, but I feel like for now I am going to give it another probably 30 days, or yeah, even for the rest of the year. I might be on Instagram 2025, honestly. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, honestly. After succeeding so successfully for those last 31 days, honestly, I'm going to keep this going. I'm honestly going to keep this going until 2025, because and then I'm going to make a video about going a whole year without being on social media. It's the second part that I want to talk about, the connections thing. My connections have gotten better. Some have gotten worse, like, because I'm not responding when they want me to. But I'm like, no, I'm going to respond when I feel like it. I have that right. I'm not mad at anyone. I'm not mad or disappointed at anyone. It's just my personal choice to keep my peace and my sanity. So I think I'm going to go all the way up until 2025. That's honestly the plan. Y'all, my neighbors are so sweet. I freaking love them. Okay, I'm trying to like get a thumbnail in also while I'm talking to y'all. So if I keep this in the video with me just pausing, just looking at the camera, smiling, it's because I'm trying to get a thumbnail off of this, because I'm trying to have this posted sometime this week. Honestly, like sometime this weekend. It's Friday, so happy Friday. But yeah, I'm trying to have this posted soon. Didn't like create steps or anything of how I did this. I really just went with the flow, went with the spirit. Because I went with my spirit man, because I'm like, something told me to do it at first, and then I'm like, and then also like with the men, oh my gosh, let's get into this part also. Oh my gosh, I have to mention this because it also played a role on why I deleted it. Like, people, I get like, men ask for my number, guys ask for my number in real life, but social media was like a different battleground. I don't know how to explain it. Social media was so different. Like, I would have so many different guys like hit me up on Instagram, and it was just continuous. I would say, hey, you know, you can text my phone. You don't have to write me on Instagram. Like, for one, I didn't want to be on Instagram all day, like scrolling and then looking at and also, yo, I don't have any of my, when I had those social media platforms, I didn't have my notifications turned on. Like, none of my notifications were turned on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, on Facebook, on none of them. It literally, if I would see the message, like, if I don't get on Instagram for 2 days straight, I don't see your message until 2 days later. Like, I literally didn't have my notifications turned on. I didn't have my notifications turned on for my privacy reasons, and also like for my mental health, my peace, and my sanity. Like, I didn't I didn't want to look down and see a notification on social media. Like I didn't want to do that. So I turned off all my notifications before I deleted the platforms. And I think that kind of like trained me up to delete it. It definitely trained me up also, because I had already had the notifications turned off for like 2 years now, a year and a half. I don't know. It's been a while. I had the notifications turned off. So when I would get up there and I would see the guys like writing me, and it wasn't like a handful of them, but like whenever they did, I'm just like, bruh, this is so draining. Like, the conversation is going nowhere. It's literally staying in Instagram. It was pointless to me. It wasn't real to me. It wasn't real to me at all. So I'm just, when I cut that out, I'm just like, this is peaceful. This is very peaceful. I just want to throw that out there because that did play a role in it. I'm just like, bruh, I'm not about to sit up here and have a conversation on Instagram. Like, no. But yeah, y'all, it's been interesting. I need to go back and reread all my entries, honestly, like my journal entries. I need to go back and reread them, honestly, because I know it was juicy. Okay, I'm running out of storage memory. If I think of anything else, then I'll definitely pull up my camera again and start talking about it, but the camera's running out of storage, unfortunately. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. One thing for sure, if you're thinking about deleting your social media for 31 days, please do it. Even if it's for 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 21 days is the way to break a habit. That's what they say. Go 21 days. If you wanna go further, do 31 days. Just please try it. Just for an experiment. That's how I did it. It started out for me like a little experiment. And now I'm about to go until the next year, and then honestly, it might roll over until a year without me being on social media. It's literally for my mental health. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead. I don't know how long this video is because, you know, I have to put it together, but thank you so much for watching. And if y'all like this kind of content, let me know in the comments. If you have this experience, let me know in the comments also. If you have experimented this, like you tried it out before, if it worked, if it didn't work, what you like, what you didn't like, let me know in the comments so we can have a conversation about it, because it's something that everyone should definitely try. If you're like glued on and you're posting every day like how I was. If you want to, you can go pull up my Instagram right now. It's at Brittany L. Williams. You can look at my old, like my timeline and me posting. I would post every single day. Like the most I would miss 2 or 3 days, but if you go look at my timeline, y'all, I was active, very active, and I just needed a break from it. And so much has been exposed and revealed to me. Like, not that many people are in my private life anymore. Like, it feels so good. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day. Bye.